Hey guys, David here at the CrystaLac company, and Kiki, Kiara, our little dog, and I are hanging out over at our home office slash studio. And I wanted to put together a little compilation to show you how versatile a gel stain, or specifically the CrystaLac company's gel stain products, how versatile they are and how easy they are to use. So stick with me and I'll be right back. We're going to do some neat staining projects here in just a few minutes. So hang tight. Okay, so let's get to it. Now, we've talked about the differences in the different manufacturers, different makes, what makes up gel stains and things like that. The one thing that we didn't touch on was the difference between a dye stain and a pigmented stain. We chose here at the CrystaLac company to go with a pigmented stain a pigmented stain in order to ensure that color fastness. Many of you have used dyes over the years. Over a period of time, if not right away, when exposed to the sun, they will fade out. That's just the tendency of dyes. If it's the project you created using a dye stain isn't directly in the sun and things like that, you probably don't have too much to worry about. But we just decided to avoid that here at the CrystaLac company and go with a pigmented stain. Super color fast and works great. Talk about the consistency real quick of what makes a gel stain. Many of you are familiar with gel stains, as I said, and or regular stains. This is our clear gel stain base here at the CrystaLac company, and you can use our CraftNique concentrated pigments to mix and mingle together and make any color gel stain you want. It works really great. If I was trying to repair this, I could pour off an ounce or so of that, put a drop of our red number 2 pigment into that, and match this color here right on the money. But as you can see, and you see our fancy stirring apparatus, it's got a soupy little feel to it. It's not the viscosity or the thickness of what you may be used to, but this is an advantage over that thick goopy stains that you may be using on raw wood. You're going to get more penetration out of this, but you're still able to go over an existing finish. Now, like I said, this is our clear. It comes, we also have it in 23 different colors, and any of them can be mixed or matched together to create any color you want. It's great when doing repair jobs. Just set this aside over here real quick. Mixing apparatus up. So what I'm going to show you real quick, as you can see, we've got a bright red table here. And when I first did this project, I thought, man, it'd be cool to have a red tabletop. So I grabbed some of our red gloss. It's water-based polyurethane. It's essentially our extreme protection, heavily pigmented, to give you this rich color. Comes red, white, blue, yellow, black. I think that's it, 5 different colors there, but again, those can be mixed together to make different colors if you like. But what we're using today is our black gel stain. Now you see it in a 2-ounce sample size, and if you've not used our products before, or particularly our water-based stains, it's a good idea to always go, I think I'll like that. I think I'd like to try it. This is a great size to try out, very inexpensive, 2 ounces. And it goes a long way. So what I'm going to do, as you can see, I hope you can see, this side of the table is a little bit darker accents, and has a little bit of a toned down red, where this side is more brilliant, more red. It doesn't have that toned down. Well, what I essentially did, took some of our black gel stain, and I know I'm going to make a mess here. I wiped everything down with our surface conditioner to make sure there hadn't been anything on here that's like oils or silicone or anything like that that's going to prevent any adhesion. Just going to take a standard brush. Foam brush works fine for this also. Give it a little dip, little drip. I tend to not wipe on the side, we find that adds a lot of bubbles to the brush. It forces air into the brush, and then that's transferred onto your project. But what I do is I just apply it liberally. I hope everybody's understanding my hillbilly. And I'm hoping you can see, I may move the camera where you can see a little better. I'll get down here in the view of the camera a little bit more. I'm just applying this liberally, just like this. And you may notice that I'm going against the grain on this table. I'm going against it. I'm wanting to force those pigments and that color down into that table, or the grains and the pores there. Just giving it a nice little liberal coat. Looks like that. I think that's enough. We'll get it over here to the edge. Very simple. It's right over our polyurethane. There's no sanding, anything like that. You do want to ensure that you've gotten any contaminants, wax, silicone, anything like that off there. So you can see how that really accented that grain and brought it through that red. It didn't bring the color through the red. We applied the color to it. Now you could do this with any color in the CraftNique line or the CrystaLac line of gel stains. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe with the grain, or against the grain, I should say. We'll wipe against the grain, leaving the colors down in there. There's enough dispersion or in there to get it to stick down in there and stay in there. Look at that. Looks much, much better. Let's see if I can get the camera around over here for you. Let's see if you can see the difference. See the accents in comparison to this area over here. Looks much nicer. You can actually see the wood grain, and or what we essentially just created a wood grain. So wiped it back. I let that dry for about an hour, no more than what's on there. Let that dry for about an hour. Then I'll grab our Extreme Protection polyurethane, go right over it. You don't have to worry about pulling any of the color out. There's enough bonding agent in the gel stains themselves to get them to stick. Now, if I wanted to just go completely over this, take out all that red, I could do that with the gel stain. I just apply nice, smooth, even strokes all the way across it. It's not what we want to do with this table at this time, though. So, about an hour, give it a coat of Extreme Protection poly. Comes in 4 sheens: gloss, semi-gloss, satin, and matte. And you can create any look that you're wanting right over top of an existing finish. So I hope that helps. I know that's a lot of information. We could go on for days on this, but we'll leave it there for now. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to get in touch with us here at the CrystaLac Company. You can reach customer service at CrystaLacCompany.com or just give our office a call. We're always willing to speak with you fabulous people. All right, thanks a lot. We'll be talking to you later. Bye.